Hey foodies, thanks for watching. Today I want to make something that I've never made before, but it just piqued my interest. I was searching the internet and I found a coconut cake. Ina Garten made this cake and I thought, you know what? I want to give it a try, see what it's like. So I've rolled up my sleeves and I want to get right to it. And the first thing it's asked me to do is it's asked me to grease two 9-inch cake pans. And then I put a piece of parchment paper in the bottom and I grease that as well, and then I flour the whole thing. So that's what I've done. I floured it and greased it. And then it asks me to put in butter into a mixer. I'm using a stand mixer today, but if you want to use a bowl with beaters, that's fine. You can also just use a paddle and you can just mix it yourself. It just takes a bit longer. So I'm going to put in my softened butter. And my sugar. And I'm going to beat this on high for about 3 minutes until it's light and fluffy and it's all blended together. You can see that it's really changed in color. It's gone quite light in yellow, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a nice light yellow mixture so far. So I'm just scraping down the sides. Okay. That looks good. Let's get rid of that. I've cracked 5 eggs, large eggs, into a bowl, and I'm going to add these one at a time until I've used all of them up. Oh, that looks beautiful so far. So I'm going to scrape down the sides again. There we go. Just one more quick mix. Okay, so I'm going to pour in my vanilla extract. And that didn't take much. It just needed to be mixed in a little bit. So now I need to take some flour, and I'm using Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour blend. It's my favorite blend because it works cup for cup with any recipe I throw at it. And I thought, what a great way to see how well this works, because I've never made this cake before. So I think it's going to be great. And we can see how it does. Okay, so I'm going to just smooth off the top. And there's one. That's 2. Oh my goodness, that bag keeps dancing around on me. There we go. And knock out some of the air. And that's 3 right there. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to mix in my kosher salt, my baking powder, and my baking soda. I'll just give that a light stir. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to alternate with dry and wet in about three times into this mixer. So I'm going to start with the dry, and I'm going to mix it. So I'm going to use about 1/3. There we go. And I'm going to mix it up, and then we're going to put the wet in. Okay, and then I'm going to add my milk, about half of it, I think. We're going to mix that in. Okay, so I'm just going to scrape. There's a little bit of butter stuck on the paddle there. I just want to make sure I've got it all. There we go. That's much better. Okay, I'll scrape the sides down. What I really like about with baking gluten-free is you don't have to worry about things getting tough or over mixing things because there's no gluten to develop. So you can just mix it and have fun. So we're back to dry ingredients, and I'm going to put now about half of this in. And I'll stir that up. Okay, and I'm going to pour in the last of the milk. And if you want to use an almond milk or soy milk or a hemp milk, by all means go for it. I'm just using a regular milk though. Okay, and I'm going to just scrape off my paddle a little bit more and the walls just to make sure we don't have any dry bits. That's better. Okay, and then the last of our flour goes in. I'll just take that off of the paddle. There we go, and we're going to stir that up. Okay, so that's it for the stand mixer. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to scrape my paddle. Oh. It smells good already, and there's no coconut in it. There's nothing like that. It's just batter, and it smells good. So I'm excited. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to scrape sides down, make sure we've got everything. It's all clean. There we go. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, so now I'm just going to gently fold in my coconut. So go around and then through. And that's just to get the coconut dispersed in there. There we go. That looks amazing. So now we grab our 2 cake pans, and I'm going to evenly distribute this amongst the 2 pans. Just want to make sure I've got all the coconut in there. There we go. So I'd say that's about half, maybe a little bit more. There we go. I'll put the last little bit in here. Don't want to leave any goodness there. Okay, and I'm just going to spread it out. Oh, that looks great. Let me scrape that. Let's see if I can get that right in there. Okay, so I'm going to use my offset spatula, maybe the bigger one. That looks better. Just make it as smooth as possible. That looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. We'll get this one done. That looks great. So these are going to go into a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes or until a skewer comes out clean. See you in just a moment. The coconut cake took 32 minutes in my oven. Your oven might be a little bit different, so do keep an eye on it when it gets to the 30-minute mark. The recipe did say 45, but I think my oven runs a little on the hot side, so do keep an eye on yours. While they're cooling and they're just in the back there, I want to make the icing, and it's a cream cheese icing. So we're going to add our cream cheese to our mixer and our butter. And this is all softened already. So I've had it out of the fridge for a few hours now. And my vanilla extract. And then I'm going to beat this up a little bit and get it really combined. So I'm going to scrape down the wall of the bowl. Oh, it smells really good. The cake itself, when I brought it out of the oven, it just smelled so good. I'm really looking forward to trying it. I'm kind of excited. It smells sort of like those coconut cookies that when you bite into them, they're like sugary, syrupy goodness. I can't remember the name of them, but that's the kind of smell they're giving off, and I'm really looking forward to it. Anyway, back to the icing. We're going to put in our icing sugar. And I'm just going to put it all in there. Knock it off at the top of the paddle there. And I'm going to mix this up. So you want to mix it until it's just combined. And you can see there's a little tiny bit of icing sugar still. But I'm going to get that with the paddle. My spatula. You can see little tiny bits of cream cheese here, and it looks really yummy. There we go. So just scrape this down. There we go. That looks really nice. Okay, let me get rid of this mixer. Just put it down here. Okay, I'm gonna get the cakes, and we're gonna start putting this together. Oh, they look great. They look so, they smell so good. Okay, so I've got my plate here, and it says put the first one upside down. So I'm just putting it upside down, and then put some icing onto it. So I'm going to use about that much. It's just under a third. And I'm going to use an offset, and I'm just going to spread it out. I'm taking it right to the edge. You can see the clumps of cream cheese still there. It's going to add little pops of sweetness and sour. It'll be quite nice. Take a little bit more just to really get that going. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. And then we put this one top side up. That looks really good so far. Okay. Now we put more icing on it. And I should have put a little bit of icing on the bottom to keep it all in one spot. Oh well. So I'm going to spread it out a little bit with my spatula here, just to get it out and moving around. Looks pretty good so far. Oops. And I'm going to start with the sides. And this is where my offset is going to come in really nicely. Set that aside. I'm going to use the small offset. Doesn't that look good? And what's nice is it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to cover it with coconut. Do a little bit over here. Okay, so I think we've got everywhere covered. Now I'm going to take some coconut and just cover the whole thing. Coconut. And the side is going to be rather tricky. And I'm getting lots on the plate, and that's okay. But you can see I'm actually getting quite a bit everywhere, and then I'll just brush the rest of the coconut off. Just like that, we have a coconut cake, and I can't wait to dig into it. It smells so nice. It looks really fancy and elegant. I want to slice into it. Let's see how it slices. It's best served warm. So let's... Okay, so far so good. I'm going to do a nice big slice. Look at that. Oh yeah. And I'm going to pull my plate over here. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And the inside looks just gorgeous. I mean, it's huge, this cake. I'm really excited. I mean, it looks really good. Oh, and the smell is... I can't even put words to it. I'm just going to dig right in and see. Oh my gosh. That's too big for me. Let's see. I just want to try just the center part. It's got so many different textures, and it's really subtle in flavor, but you can really taste that coconut, obviously, because it's all throughout the cake and on top. The cream cheese is a really nice balance. This is probably going to go on my regular cake making lists of things that I want to make. I would love to hear from you on what kind of cakes and recipes you would like to see. Maybe share some with me. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can also reach me through glutenfreeguy.ca. Thanks for watching.